Montez Sweat, why aren't you at OTAs? Usually people aren't at OTAs. It is optional. People aren't at OTAs because there's a contract dispute. The Chicago Bears just gave you a bunch of money last year. Why aren't you at OTAs? Okay? In my opinion, there should be no excuse for you missing all of it. No excuse whatsoever. The Bears have a new defensive coordinator, so he needs to be there for installation. He needs to be in there for game planning. Yes, he is a veteran, but if I was listening to ESPN 1000 this morning right before I made this video, and Courtney Cronin, who's the ESPN reporter for the Chicago Bears, says that he's not at OTAs. Why? Why is he not there? Okay, I don't understand. If the Bears are a serious contender for the playoffs, if they're a serious contender for the NFC North, they need to have all men on board and all men pulling in the same direction. If we look at this, you can see he was an integral part of the Chicago Bears defensive turnaround at the end of the season. He was the main reason. The cornerbacks point to it, the defensive ends, the defensive linebacker, secondary, everyone says that he was a key factor and the reason why they were able to have that turnaround, the takeaways, the sacks. Big part to Montez Sweat. Now, knowing what we know or what we hope to know going into the next season, the Bears are trying to make the playoffs. The Bears are trying to become relevant again. They haven't been relevant since, Jay Cutler. They're trying to become relevant again consistently. And if that's the case, all men need to be pulling in the same direction. All men should be at OTAs learning the defense, learning the scheme. It's one thing, you can take an iPad home and you can look over the iPad. They can monitor your iPad time. It's one thing to do it that way. Completely different to show up with your teammates, sitting in the lunchroom, listening to the calls, moving in the same direction, pulling towards the same goal. I think this is a big problem. Why is Montez Sweat he's probably the second. He's either the best or the second best defensive player the Chicago Bears have, and he's not at OTAs. He is by default, because he got paid, he's a team leader, and the team leader should be there. Okay, this is from Mark Potash. This was 2 days ago, May 31st. But I'm just curious, what are your thoughts? Why do you think that he wasn't there? And is there a valid excuse for him not being there? Outside the birth of his children, graduation, things like that, you have the whole off season to plan, and you know when OTAs are going to be. You know when they're going to be held. So why are you not there? What's preventing you from being there? Let me know down below. What valid reasons do you think he has for missing? It's optional, but it's not optional. You know what I mean? People are looking around, they're taking mental notes of who's here, who isn't there. They're saving that in their mental Rolodex. So if they're not ready for training camp, they're going to say, I'm ready. I showed up to OTAs and I'm ready. How come you're not ready? Let me know in the comment section why you think he isn't there and why you think it's okay for him to miss OTAs. This is the Bear Claw Podcast. Be sure to like, comment, follow, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff if you want to talk about the Bears.